I'm Theresa V, and this is the place to be if you feel called to make this world a better place and feel your best while doing it. Each month, I connect with our beloved archangels to see what advice they have for us as we navigate the energies of the coming month. And this month, they're talking about the power you already have and probably don't even realize. Stay tuned. At this time, it is crucially important to stay in the present moment. When humanity goes into the past or into the future, that's when our clarity gets compromised. That's when we miss the messages that our angels, our higher selves, our guides are trying to give us. And that's why we feel so confused and conflicted about which actions to take and about what our purpose in any given situation is. As we see so much of the world in turmoil, it's important for us to be able to come to a place of calm centeredness. That doesn't mean that each individual person doesn't have their own feeling or outlook about a situation. What it does mean is that we can know what we feel as a human being and then put that to the side and seek to come to a place of calm centeredness where we're not attached to the feeling. And that doesn't mean we spiritually bypass the situation, okay? Because there's a lot of really important stuff going on in our personal worlds and in the collective world right now. What it means is that we let go of the attachment to how we feel about the situation for long enough to bring ourselves into more of a space of peace, to bring ourselves into the present moment. In this present moment, regardless of what's going on in the world, everything is okay. This is where we connect with the divine, with our angels, with our higher selves. This is where we have no trauma, no hurt from the past interfering with our judgment, interfering with what we think or what we feel. And it's where we have no fear about what the future holds because it hasn't happened yet. It's not real. So when we can come to this present moment and create what comes next from calm centered alignment, we don't ever have to move the world or ourselves into that fear because we're not creating from attachment to it. When we can be in our stillness, in the present, that is when we can clearly receive the inspiration, our guidance of what the action is to take next, if any. Sometimes the action is pray, sometimes it's hold the energy, and other times it will be a very worldly action that we need to take. But when we are not calm, when we are not in the present moment, we're taking actions from a place of emotion. And those aren't generally the most helpful actions to take because the attachment, the upheaval translates and we create out of that misaligned energy. We create out of that emotion that's going up and down. This is a time where each person needs to declare what they want, declare how they want the world to be and stand in it, not necessarily how we think will get there. So each individual person, based on their life experience, based on their soul's experience, can think that they know the best way to get to the end. So let's say we want world peace, which of course we all do. We want world peace, and we all have our opinions on what it will take to get there. However, when we can focus on getting ourselves in alignment with peace, right? Because if we are all in upheaval and all emotional and throwing things out to the world that we're angry or upset about, we're not creating from that place of calm peace. If we want peace, we need to be peace. Yes, still have your opinions on things, still have your outlook, still feel called to help in given situations as the human that you are. But when you come to alignment with the peace that you want, those things will be clearly laid out in front of you. There will be no doubt in your mind as to what you are here to do. Your intention is so powerful, and you don't even realize it. Your intention creates. So set the intention and be strong with it. Stand firm in it and declare it. We want peace now. I command peace. Be in that energy. And the universe has no choice but to respond because you are commanding, you are creating, and you are doing it from a place of calm, sovereign alignment. You are never helpless, even in those moments where you feel completely helpless. You have your intention, you have your purpose, your mission here, and you have the angelic guides, the angelic helpers constantly surrounding you, constantly waiting for your ask so that they can help, so that they can jump in and offer guidance. Just hold the energy of what you want to create. Be in that vision. Feel it as though it already exists, because it does. Tune into the energy and let what is best for the universe work itself out. All you have to do is seek to come back to love, leaving behind fear. At this moment in time, you may be feeling called to show up in a new way. You might feel very uncertain about what that looks like and not really understand what you have to leave behind and what you have to embrace as you move forward. Continue to ask for help and guidance. Your clarity will come. This is a very auspicious time in the history of the world. You are being realigned, as we've spoken about before. You are physiologically changing so that you can hold the higher vibration, so that you can show up in a brand new way that is more aligned with your soul's energy than with this carbon-based system we've been living in. It's important to really explore what brings you joy now. Maybe they're not the same things that did 5 years ago or even 3 days ago. Really explore what is your joy, what is your bliss, and spend time doing those things. When you do that, you're sending out a message to the universe. This makes me happy. Bring me more. When we are in our joy also, all of that fear, all of that tension, all of that attachment can fall away. We are echoing the higher vibration of joy, and we have nothing standing in the way of our messages coming through, of our alignment, of being in the mode of receptivity for what our guides, our angels, and our higher selves are trying to communicate with us. So if you're feeling unclear, as counterintuitive as it might sound, spend some time just doing something that you enjoy. This is really a time of you moving into confidence, you moving into embracing the power of your spirit, the power of your light, of feeling the passion of what brings you joy, what you're here for, and then receiving your clarity, getting all of the fuzziness out of the way so that you can be as clear as possible and receive the messages and the guidance that are coming through to you in every moment. You might also find that you're attracting situations into your life with your health, with interpersonal relationships, with groups that are kind of situations that you might thought you left behind. Energies that seem old to you, like you've been there, done this, you thought you worked through it. What you need to know is that your system is calling to you these situations to show you where there might still be some misaligned energy, where there might be a deeper level you can get to for healing. You can't carry this energy into the new paradigm. It's too dense. You're done with it. It's time to fully let it go. We couldn't access the depth of what was there because the energy of the planet was not light enough for us to get there. And now we can. Now we can unearth this stuff, move through it, be aware of it so that we can heal it, release it, let it go, and move into the new paradigm unobstructed by these old energies. This way you can interrupt or change the pattern. You can realize it yourself and call in completely new experiences because you're done with the resonance of what used to be there. So what we are being asked to do is to let go of holding solutions so tightly so that we can be a stand for what we do want to create without attachment to what it looks like. As Mike Dooley would say, let go of the cursed hows. Just don't worry about how it's going to happen. Much of humanity wants to rush through this time, doesn't want to go through the pain or the discomfort, just want to get to the new paradigm energy where we're all functioning in love and bliss and peace. We want to feel like we are on purpose again. We don't want to be in the discomfort of the in-between. This is a time of gradual shifting. This is so important. We are doing very deep work. We are shifting as a result of the very deep work we've already done. But these shifts need to happen incrementally so that we can still function in this world. When shifts happen incrementally, they last. And that is why this time is taking a little time, because these shifts are permanent and they need to happen in such a way that we are anchoring them as they occur. So don't rush through this time. Instead, explore what this means to you. Explore every day how you are shifting and changing. Instead of focusing on where you feel stuck or confused, focus on where you are clear. Focus on where you can be in peace and joy. It is okay to experience peace and joy when there is turmoil and discord happening throughout the world. It is okay to experience those things. It's also okay to experience your feelings about those things, the sadness, the unhappiness, the anger. You can experience those things as well. But when you can be in peace about experiencing them, when you can meet those feelings that you might not want to meet with love and acceptance and let them wash through you, you will get even clearer on what your actions are to take as you move forward. This is a time to be calling on all of the realms of angels. You can do that in any way that feels right to you. You can ask the divine to send the right angels to help with anything and everything. The angels have no limitations in terms of time and space, and they can be everywhere and with everyone at the exact same time. We know the guardian angels, we know the archangels, continue to call on them, but also invoke the dominions. They keep all moving in divine order. They are the angels of mercy, unconditional love, and divine justice. Call upon the powers. These are the warrior angels. They defend against evil. Call upon them. Ask them to be present. Ask them to intervene. Call upon the virtues for what's happening with Mother Nature. The virtues are the angels that control the elements. They can help with the changes that are happening with nature, and they can help to create miracles. And then call upon the principalities. The principalities are here to inspire government. They're here to inspire groups, nations, churches, temples, to ensure the fulfillment of divine will. And the best part about working with the principalities is that they are close to humanity in vibration, and they can communicate in ways that humanity can understand. So if you call on them on behalf of agencies, of governments, of institutions, they can inspire those in positions of change making to act from love, to act from the good of all, to act from a place of divine inspiration, as opposed to fear and as opposed to lower vibration energies. The angels so desperately want you to know at this time that you are powerful. There is always something you can do. You are never helpless. You are never alone. They are always there with you. You always have them. Let them in. Ask them for help. Don't think you have to handle it on your own. And ask for the right relationships here to come to you so that you can be supported by humanity as well. It is important for us to be supported by spirit, to be supported by the realms that we don't necessarily see, but it is equally important for humans to be supported by other humans. And so many of us have been so deeply hurt that we don't let that in, that we forget that. And this is a time where we need to be able to call to us the community we so desperately desire. Because as we let that in, as we start building heart-based community and we start trusting and being able to be in vulnerability again, we open that energy for the rest of the world. If we close ourselves off to community right now, we are closing the world off to working together. We are here to further the world on this journey of living from the heart. And you have everything that you need to do this. You were born perfectly suited for this, and you have infinite help. Just allow it in. That feels really complete for this month. If you would like more assistance coming to a place of peace, consider using the Creating Peace or the Attuning to and Manifesting Your Heart's Desires meditative journeys that were created by me and the angels so that you could stand in your strength and your sovereignty and your strong intention at this time. Links to both of these things are in the video's description or the comments section below. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing these videos out with all who need them. You are so loved, you are so blessed, and you are so necessary to what is going on right now. Please leave a comment and let us know what resonated for you in this video. I look so forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye.